What's going on, everybody? Tiger here. I thought I'd drop in and share a little bit of insight on gold and silver. Now, just keep in mind on gold and silver, we did have that little bit of a relief rally back here on January 30th, just right before the month started, the new month. But the one big difference, I should say, between the two is if you take a look at silver, we've got a set of lower lows and lower highs. But if you look at gold, it's a little bit more the opposite, set of higher highs and higher lows. Okay. So after we have done that, we've kind of just gotten lazy and went sideways here, really on both of these assets. Taking a look at the fundamentals on these things, it's really kind of split half and half. Some of the items are positive, some are negative. So things like some of the jobs numbers, some of the growth factors, these are kind of going against the narrative for gold and silver as far as buying. But there are some consumer strength items that are given a bullish rating. Okay, things like retail sentiment, consumer confidence, CPI, some things of that nature. But again, the only real difference between the two is really this difference in trend from back in this area. I mean, it's clear as day to see if I go back and forth between gold and silver. So a couple things I'm looking for. Number one, if I just kind of turn on some drawings, I drew up a couple things here on gold. Some things I would like to see in order to, finally decide if I want to buy or sell this thing. Now, I've got a demand zone. I've got a 4-hour demand zone down here, this green box, as you see, and I've drawn a couple other boxes. So up here, what you've got is some liquidity pockets. Think about it. You have the short sellers in this area here that pushed price down. Well, they've got to put their stop losses somewhere. And if they're shorting the market, then what are their stop loss orders? They're buy orders, right? And the same thing over here in this general area. Okay, at some point over here, the sellers won out and was able to push price down. So same thing. They've got all their stop losses just sitting up here, which of course are buy orders. And what do big banks and institutions need in order to fuel their orders, right? They've got to have that liquidity. So what I would see on here, it's really one of two things. Okay, obviously I'd like to buy in demand here, but there's another alternative, and that's buying the breakout. Okay, now if we get price to push up just to this area before it starts rolling back over, then I would look at that as collecting this little bit of liquidity up here in order to fuel their order, their move back down. Because if they're selling, they need buy orders to fuel their sell orders. So what I would like to see is price to push down and bounce into the demand zone. And by doing that, you're also taking out some of this liquidity under here. This is pretty much a double bottom. Think about it. Buyers push price up. Their stop losses are down below. That's sell orders. Same thing right here. Buyers pushed up. There's stop losses are down here. That's their sell orders. So the way I would like to see this happen is price to come up, collect this liquidity to force price back down, collect these liquidity pockets to fuel their buy orders along with the unfilled orders from the demand zone there. I think that would be a pretty good play. But if price right here goes higher above all this, area you would expect to see these stop loss orders, then at that point, I'd be more interested in buying a break retest like this. Okay, just something simple like that. So it's really one or the other. It all just kind of depends on how high, after this breakout, how high it goes. Does it just go here in line with those liquidity pockets, or does it go higher? That's really the big difference for me, guys. And then obviously, regardless of which one of these ways I get into the trade, you got to keep in mind there's an overhead supply zone up here. Okay. That's a consolidation. That's a indecision candle followed by a gigantic drop. Again, that's that profit taking, as well as the easing from Trump saying that he's not going to bomb Greenland when he was talking to NATO Secretary Rutte. Okay, so but I still want to be aware of that area. So definitely be looking for a take profit somewhere in this area, regardless of which one of these ways I get to trade this. So with that, hope that helps out. Have a wonderful day.